The New England Patriots are riding a wave of energy after finally securing their first win of the season, and it's a performance that's giving fans a glimpse of the team's potential when everything clicks. For years, there have been moments of struggle, frustrating losses, and questions about how this team could regain the dominance they once had. But last weekend in Miami, there was a sense that the pieces are starting to fall into place. It wasn't just a victory on the scoreboard. It was a statement about what Mike Vrabel and his coaching staff are capable of building here, the culture they're trying to instill, and the way they're gradually shaping this roster to compete week in and week out. Of course, the excitement of single win always comes with a dose of realism. The NFL is a league that doesn't wait, and the Patriots' focus now has to shift from celebration to preparation, from analyzing what worked to figuring out what adjustments are necessary to maintain this momentum and make sure it carries over into tougher matchups. One of the biggest talking points from the Miami game was Stefon Diggs' limited snaps. The All-Pro wide receiver played just over 50% of the offensive snaps, a number that raised eyebrows given the level of talent he brings to the field. Diggs has been a central figure in New England's off-season plans. Envisioned as a security blanket for quarterback Drake May, a player who is still developing but already showing flashes of the kind of field awareness and composure that can turn close games into wins. The decision to ease Diggs back in after a significant injury, particularly for a player 30 years old, makes sense from a medical and strategic standpoint. Preserving his health while gradually reintegrating him into the rhythm of the offense reduces risk, but also forces the team to adapt in ways that weren't necessarily part of the original blueprint. With Diggs on the field for only half the plays, other offensive weapons had to step up, and that's exactly what we saw. Drake May was given freedom to rotate through a variety of targets, relying on tight ends, secondary receivers, and running backs in ways that diversified the offensive attack and kept the Miami defense guessing. The snap tracker revealed that Hunter Henry, one of the top targets for May, was on the field for the majority of plays, rarely coming off. Kahan Booty maintained his role as the number one wide receiver, commanding significant attention from defenders and creating opportunities for others to exploit the field. Deshaun Stevenson, Austin Hoover, and a few other contributors saw substantial playing time, allowing the offense to maintain balance while Diggs was eased back in. Yet there were surprises as well. Tavon Henderson only logged 32% of the potential snaps, a number that suggests the coaching staff is still figuring out how to distribute touches in a way that maximizes efficiency without overloading any single player. Similarly, Pop Douglas, who had been expected to play a larger role in the slot, saw just 15 snaps, the lowest for him in 2 seasons. These decisions indicate that New England is experimenting with different looks, different personnel combinations, and different ways to get their best players involved without exposing them to undue risk or limiting the growth of younger players. On the defensive side, Mike Vrabel has clearly established a core unit that he trusts to handle the bulk of the workload. Marcus Jones, the slot corner, played every single defensive snap, setting the tone for a secondary that has shown remarkable consistency. Nearly all other starters logged around 90% of the snaps, including key linebackers and edge rushers, indicating a level of stability and confidence in the unit. The defensive line rotation allowed players like Milt Williams, Christian Barmore, and Tonga to catch their breath without compromising effectiveness, and late-game heroics from Marte Mapu, including a pivotal interception, demonstrated the depth and readiness of the roster to make critical plays when called upon. Even with some coverage issues exposed by Miami, the foundational structure is solid, and the defensive strategy seems poised to continue putting pressure on opponents while giving the team opportunities to create turnovers and control the pace of the game. Looking ahead, the potential return of Christian Gonzalez is a major storyline. The All-Pro cornerback has not practiced in earnest since late July, missing the first 2 games, and his presence could dramatically elevate the secondary. The way he fits into the man coverage schemes, the ability to lock down top receivers, and the flexibility it provides the defensive coordinator could all play pivotal roles as the Patriots face tougher opponents in the coming weeks. With the schedule looming, including matchups against the Steelers, Bills, and Buccaneers, Having Gonzalez back in full capacity could make the difference in high-stakes contests and provide stability for a young defense still finding its rhythm. Meanwhile, Drake May's development as a quarterback continues to be central to the Patriots' narrative this season. His command of the offense, ability to read defenses, and timing with his receivers are already showing signs of growth. The coaching staff's decision to spread the ball around, using multiple formations and personnel packages, not only keeps defenses off balance, but also allows May to gain experience under varied circumstances without placing undue pressure on him. This approach is gradually shaping him into a more complete signal caller, one capable of handling the complexities of a full NFL season while adjusting to the pace and physicality of professional play. The upcoming schedule presents a mix of challenges and opportunities. Teams like the Steelers and Bills are formidable opponents, and the Patriots will need to be at their best to compete. At the same time, matchups against teams struggling to find their footing this season, like the Saints and Titans, offer chances to build momentum and confidence. If New England can navigate these games successfully, balancing offensive innovation with defensive solidity, they could position themselves not just as playoff contenders, but as a team capable of surprising the league with their resilience, adaptability, and strategic depth. Each game becomes a testing ground for the systems Vrabel and his staff are implementing, from rotation management to player development, and the results of these tests will ultimately shape the trajectory of the season. What makes this team particularly intriguing is the blend of experience and youth. Veteran presence on both sides of the ball provides leadership, guidance, and a calming influence, while younger players bring energy, speed, and the willingness to learn and adapt. The coaching staff is clearly leveraging this balance, using veterans to anchor the team while giving younger contributors meaningful roles to accelerate their growth. In practical terms, this means games are being approached with a focus on execution, adaptability, and preparation for multiple scenarios, which can translate into more consistent performance over the long haul. At the heart of it all, the Patriots are building identity and cohesion. The first win was more than just a victory. It was evidence of progress, a glimpse of what's possible when preparation meets opportunity. The next step is refinement, finding the right balance between protecting key players like Stephon Diggs and Christian Gonzalez, giving rising stars a chance to shine, and executing game plans that maximize the strengths of the roster. Week to week, the team will face adversity, injuries, and high-level competition, but the foundation that's being laid now, from coaching decisions to player development, has the potential to create a team that is not only competitive but adaptable, resilient, and capable of handling the pressures of a full NFL season. Looking deeper into the Patriots' dynamics, one of the most fascinating aspects is how the coaching staff is leveraging their offensive versatility. With Drake May at the helm, they're not relying solely on one star or one approach. The rotation of running backs, tight ends, and wide receivers creates a multidimensional offense that forces opposing defenses to prepare for multiple threats at the same time. Hunter Henry's consistent presence on the field, combined with Kahan Booty's role as the number one wide receiver, has provided a reliable foundation. Meanwhile, rotational players like Deshaun Stevenson, Austin Hoover, and Rondre Stevenson contribute in ways that keep defenses guessing. It's a system designed not only to protect Stephon Diggs as he eases back from injury, but also to accelerate the development of the team's younger talent, allowing them to gain valuable experience while still keeping the offense productive. The distribution of snaps has revealed interesting patterns that suggest intentional strategic decisions rather than coincidence. Tavon Henderson's limited usage, for example, indicates that the coaching staff is experimenting with how to best allocate touches among their skill players. The idea seems to be balancing opportunities across the roster without overloading any single player, ensuring that the team maintains flexibility and depth over the course of a grueling season. Pop Douglas's minimal snaps, despite expectations for a larger role, hint at further adjustments in the slot receiver rotation. It's clear that New England is building a system that prioritizes adaptability and depth, allowing them to respond effectively to injuries, matchups, and game situations without losing efficiency or rhythm. On the defensive side, the Patriots have found a level of stability that is rare early in a season. Marcus Jones playing every defensive snap establishes him as the cornerstone of the secondary, a player capable of anchoring coverage while allowing others to operate effectively around him. The linebackers and edge defenders, all logging significant snaps, show that Mike Vrabel is confident in his core rotation. Rotational players like Tonga, Christian Barmore, and Milt Williams provide the necessary support to keep starters fresh, while Marte Mapu's late-game interception against Miami exemplifies the readiness and depth of the roster. It's a defense that is disciplined yet aggressive, capable of applying pressure, forcing mistakes, and making critical plays when the moment demands it. The potential return of Christian Gonzalez adds another layer to the defensive equation. His presence would not only elevate the secondary's overall capability, but also provide Vrabel with greater flexibility in coverage schemes. Gonzalez's ability to lock down top receivers allows for more aggressive play calling elsewhere, giving the edge rushers opportunities to attack the quarterback and linebackers more freedom to react to offensive schemes. This is particularly significant given the upcoming matchups against elite quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers, where the ability to execute tight man coverage and limit explosive plays can define the outcome of the game. Gonzalez returning to the field could be the catalyst that transforms an already solid defense into one that can dominate opponents consistently. Looking ahead at the schedule, the Patriots face a mix of opportunities and challenges that will test both the offense and defense. The Steelers, coming off a tough loss, are expected to come out aggressive, which means the Patriots will need to be sharp in both execution and adaptability. Teams like the Panthers and Saints, while not considered elite, present chances for New England to build rhythm, confidence, and winning momentum. The Bills, of course, represent a formidable challenge, but games like these are where the Patriots' depth, preparation, and strategic planning will be put to the test. Success in these contests requires a combination of precise execution, smart game management, and the ability to make in-game adjustments based on opponent tendencies and emerging situations. The blend of experience and youth on this roster is a key factor in the Patriots' growth. Veteran players provide leadership, guidance, and stability, particularly in high-pressure situations, while younger athletes bring energy, speed, and adaptability. This combination creates an environment where learning and performance go hand in hand. The coaching staff is leveraging this mix, giving veterans a central role to anchor the team while allowing younger players to take on meaningful responsibilities. The result is a roster that can adjust to varying game situations, maintain a high level of intensity, and continue to develop depth that will be critical over the course of the season. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a surprising turn of events that has sent shockwaves through the NFL, the New England Patriots have reportedly parted ways with Kyle Williams following what sources are describing as an unacceptable incident. While the team has yet to release a detailed statement, insiders hint that the move was far from routine, sparking speculation across sports circles about the nature of Williams' conduct and its potential impact on the locker room. The news comes just days after the Patriots' preseason game, where Williams, a player known for his intensity and on-field drive, appeared to clash with coaching staff during practice sessions. Rumors suggest that the altercation, or perhaps a string of missteps, crossed a line the organization could not ignore, prompting an abrupt decision that some analysts are calling dramatic but necessary. One unnamed team source reportedly described the situation as a breaking point for the Patriots, emphasizing that maintaining discipline and team cohesion remains a top priority for the franchise. Fans of the Patriots have been quick to react on social media, with debates swirling over whether the team acted too harshly or if Williams' behavior truly warranted such a decisive response. Some highlight his past contributions on the field, arguing that his athletic performance should afford him a margin of error, while others contend that no player is above the team's standards, no matter their history. In a high-stakes world of professional football, loyalty and talent often take a back seat to character and accountability, and the Patriots' move underscores that harsh reality. Meanwhile, whispers from other franchises have already begun circulating. Could this be the opportunity for a surprise acquisition in the coming weeks? Teams known for taking risks on talented but controversial players might see Williams as a gamble worth making, especially if the reports of the incident are less severe than portrayed. Analysts suggest that a landing spot with a team looking for defensive firepower could rejuvenate his career, though any potential suitors will almost certainly probe the circumstances surrounding his release. For now, the Patriots are moving forward without one of their key players, leaving fans and pundits alike questioning how this shakeup will affect their upcoming season. Kyle Williams, once a figure of promise and reliability, now faces an uncertain future, emblematic of the delicate balance between talent, discipline, and reputation in the NFL. One thing is certain: this story is far from over, and the next chapter in Williams' career promises intrigue, controversy, and, inevitably, more speculation. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.